like to welcome you to our Trenton Area Soup Kitchen Adult Education and Work Preparedness Program, Computer Basics Digital Literacy course. This session is for anyone who is a beginner. Maybe you're also just brushing up on your skills, so this course would be for you. This section, it covers basic terminology of the computer, how to start your computer, navigate the desktop, and shutting down your computer. Now, computers are everywhere. Laptops, desktops, smartphones, the ATM machine. When you go grocery shopping at the grocery store, they're scanning in your information. Those are computers. And then even a calculator. But for this session, we're going to focus on a desktop and laptop computer. Now, we're also going to go over terminology throughout this session. For instance, we've got the CPU, which is the central processing unit. It's like the brain of a computer. It processes information and then gives you back out information or data. We've got the input, which is data received to the computer, such as your microphone, your keyboard, the mouse, etc. And then we've got the output, the information that you want or you receive that's sent back out, such as the monitor, printer, speaker, video, and so on. And then there's storage, which is RAM, or random access memory. That's the primary storage of your computer. So it stores your documents, your images, your music, video. So data is the input, or what you tell the computer to do or save. And then information is the output, or how the computer interprets your data and then gives it back to you. So your operating system is powerful, it's large, and the programs that control and manages the hardware and the software on your computer. And all computers and devices have an operating system, your laptop, tablet, desktop, smartphone, and so on. The three most common operating systems for personal computers is Microsoft Windows, Mac operating system, and a Linux. But for this course, we're going to focus on a Windows operating system. So what's the purpose of an operating system? An operating system contains and manages all the programs and applications that your computer or mobile device run, which means managing the device's software and hardware functions. There's some resources at the bottom that can help you with understanding an operating system a little bit more if you want to, go and do a little bit of research on that. Now we've got your computer programs. So that would be considered like your browser, which is, Chrome, Firefox, so that you can access pages on the internet. And then Microsoft Suite, which has like your word processing, like MS Word or Excel for spreadsheets, or PowerPoint for doing presentations. Throughout the course, there will be activities that you will be able to use just to assist you along, this session. So you can review vocabulary words and match them up with the definitions. And the more you practice that and the more you use their computer, it will become more familiar to you, and I think it'll help you along your way in your learning. So now we're going to go over some of the computer parts. Now first we have here the desktop computer. Your monitor, which is what you need to be able to see, and on your monitor you've got your desktop. Your desktop is your primary display area, so it allows you to see the applications that you're using and the browser for you to go onto the internet and any of the work that you're doing. We've also got your keyboard, and you'll be able to use letters, keys, your characters, your symbols to create a document or be able to get on the computer. Without your keyboard, you can't do anything, you know. The power button, which is what you're going to use to turn on your computer. The tower, it has a case, and it holds all the components of your computer, your hardware. And then we've got the mouse. Mouse is like the keyboard. So it allows you to move around the screen and select different options that you have available as you're working on the computer. The laptop does the same thing. It's just a smaller device. You've got your screen, your power button, the area for your power cord, your USB port, your headphone input area, the keyboard, your touch pad, and also it's like a mouse. You've got your mouse pad to be able to move around your screen, up, down, or side, left or right. Now here we're going to start up your computer. Now during the course, I will turn off all the computers and allow you to go on and turn the computers on. And you're going to turn on and then log into the computer. Now the power button could be in usually two different places. It's usually either at the top of the tower or on the front. And on your laptop, it's usually on the top right hand or left hand side of your screen. Sometimes it's within the keys, but usually it's on the top left or the top right. And follow these steps as we go through the course for you to turn on your computer. Now here we've got your input and output devices. Your mouse. It moves the cursor around the screen and allows you to select different options on your screen. So you would use the mouse to select a program or anything that is on your screen. Now the parts of the mouse. Now you've got your scroll button in that little blue area there, and it allows you to scroll up and down the page or your screen. We've got your cable, which you would plug in to the USB port on your laptop or desktop in order for the mouse to communicate with the computer. And then you've got your left button. It allows you to select objects, and the right button does the exact same thing. Now at the bottom you will see a link, and it helps you with practicing on how to use the mouse. Here we've also got a screen that shows you how to hold your mouse and the functions of the left, the right, and the vertical scroll, as well as moving backwards and forwards. Now here we've got the keyboard. So the keyboard, you use it to input the characters and symbols and letters for you to be able to type the information. And there are home keys, how you place your hand and fingers on the keys, which helps you to type. Now on the left hand, you would cover your fingers as the display shows, the A, S, D, and F key. And then on the right hand, you would put your fingers on the J, the K, and the L keys. Now these keys, as I said, are considered the home keys, and your thumb should either be up in the air or touching the space bar. Now here you will see the different keys and their functions. You've got your number keys, your function keys, your navigation keys, your numeric keys, and the typing keys. We've also got your shift key and your enter key. Now after you type, let's say information, some information you need to do an enter. So if you're doing word processing, you would type your sentence and you would hit the enter key to go down to the next line. Now your shift key, you use that to make a letter capital. And then you have here your letter keys, which your home keys fall within that second row. You've got your space bar, which you need when you're typing a word. You need space in between your words. Now here we have your backspace, delete, and your arrow keys. Now your backspace key does exactly what it says. You go backwards, one space. We've got your delete button, which will delete, let's say if you highlight a word and you hit delete, it will delete that word. And your arrow keys, it goes up, down, left, and right. Now you can, within a word, if you're typing a word, you can hit the left key and it will backspace one key, but it doesn't delete a character or a letter. It just moves within that word towards the left or towards the right. And the same thing with the up and down. It will go up a line or down a line. You can also use it, let's say if you're on the internet, it will move within that page up if you hit the up key, and the down, it will go down that page. So you can basically scroll up and down a page. Now here we've got your tab and your cap lock. Now your tab key actually moves on a line and you have a sentence, you put the cursor in front of the word and you hit tab and it will tab over a certain amount of spaces. The cap lock key. With the cap lock key, everything that you type will be capitalized or in uppercase. Now we're going to go over common screens. Your desktop is a primary display area on your computer. So on the screen, you'll notice that there are images or icons. These are small graphic representations of a computer program. So whether it be an icon for the internet or an icon for Microsoft Word or PowerPoint, whatever applications you have, they will show up on your desktop. Now at the bottom, you will see your taskbar. Now your taskbar, it's a stationary strip of icons that you use most frequently. Windows. Windows is an area of the screen that displays information for a specific program, such as some of the ones I just spoke about, your internet browser window or your Microsoft Document Word window. These are windows that show up on your screen. Now your computer also has a system tray, which is also at the bottom next to the taskbar. Now your system tray, it contains icons for system functions like time, date, and your audio volume. So if you look at the screen, it also shows your battery life. So it'll let you know if the power cord is plugged in and your battery life, what is left. It also displays your bars if you're logged onto the internet, your volume, the time, and the date. Now here we've got your start menu. Now if you look at the bottom left-hand side, you will see an icon for Windows. It's those four little squares. And you would access your start menu from here. You would click on that icon and it will open up this tab, your start menu. And your start menu, it just displays the programs that are on your computer. Now, you've got here your user account, which when you turn on your computer and you log on, you would be logging into your specific account. Now you can have multiple accounts on a computer, and that's where you would be able to access your area. So it's your personal section, I guess you could say, of the computer. And you also have your settings. Now, it controls computer operations and allows the user to customize and configure the operating system. So you may have, a few accounts on there, and each account may look completely different. And then, of course, you have your power button, which is not the power button that is on the tower, but in the start menu, you're also able, which is where you should turn your computer or shut down your computer from. Now, managing your computer activity. You can lock your computer so that no one can use it or use your account. If you're in a busy room and there are people that are moving around, you can lock your computer, go get something to eat or go to the restroom, and then come back and sign back into your account. You can sign out. You can switch to another account. Someone else can use the computer during that time and then switch back. And as we go through the course, we're going to practice all of these different activities. Now, shutting down and restarting your computer, and we will practice this as well. So you would, again, click the Windows icon at the bottom of the screen, and you will notice the power button pops up. Now, when you click the power button, it gives you a few options. Those options are to restart your computer or to shut it down. Now, let's say if your computer is not functioning properly. Computer can sometimes glitch just like your phone does. So you would restart your computer and it basically reboots it, starts it fresh. And that way you can continue doing your work. So shutting it down when you're finished doing all your work and you're done for the day or for that time period, you can close your computer down and it would actually shut down all of the applications that you're working on. So if you're going to shut down your computer, make sure that you save all of your work. This brings us to the end of the session. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to get in touch with me and let me know. This is our starting point for our course, and any information that you have or suggestions that you have, I would find extremely helpful. As you're going through the course, I recommend going back through the slides, using the links and the resources that I have listed, and if you're still having some difficulty with it, please reach out to me by email or by phone and leave a message, and I will get back to you. We also have our YouTube channel, and the course videos will be posted weekly so that you will have these videos for support. And that's it. I want to thank you for coming to the channel. And next week, we will be working on Computer Basics Part 2. We will go over desktop elements and creating files. Again, thank you for coming, and I will see you next week.